Bola. I'm sorry if I butchered your name.
Yes, correct. So my name is Bol. I'm from Colorado. I'm from the EXP Realty side. But I'd like to work in, commercial area. So my mentor kind of gave me information about this group of the crowd call. Looks like a good conversation going on here. So I have a question. As I am on realty side, I can't really sell the business opportunity side, and I'm based in Colorado, Denver, Colorado. So
Yes.
I have few opportunities to list the business opportunities. People are, I came from the commercial banking side. That's why I work with businesses. So I have some connection in business world, and mostly I am willing to learn more about, do we have someone, maybe, I don't know, maybe from Colorado or maybe out of state, and then how the commercial, listing business opportunity works with EXP commercial here, or can we do this like outside of EXP commercial, like Biz by Sale or somewhere? I would love to hear from you and maybe get some guidance, where to get started. So I don't want to basically pass the opportunity to outside of EXP if we have someone here.
Yeah, I can connect you to a broker in a Colorado broker in EXP. So basically, if you're with EXP Realty, yes, you're not allowed to sell businesses because their E&O doesn't cover. And so you just refer it to somebody, to a business broker over at EXP Commercial. And when they, if the transaction is successful, you'll be paid a referral. And then, it's easy to partner up with people within EXP. They've got things set up in the system in SkySlope where you can track referrals and things like that. So, but Kathy, trying to remember her last name, and it's not coming to me right now, but it will in a couple of minutes. So I'll let you know. But her name's Kathy. Colorado.
Tanya, also it bears mentioning that there's also some groups in Workplace that are dedicated to brokers. It might be worth thumbing around in there and seeing if you could find a local broker to work with as well.
All right. So normally, like, how much, listing business opportunities, like how much do we usually charge, like 7 to 10% or something like that, or just out of curiosity?
So when it comes to business sales, kind of the standard referral fee is 10% of the total deal. But when you're dealing with residential agents, they're used to 20-25% of one side of the deal because their commissions are typically split, right? And so the way that I usually do it with residential agents is I'll just tell them that it's 20% of the side referred. So it comes out the same. If they refer me a seller then their referral fee will be 20% of the seller commission. If they refer me a buyer, it'll be 20% of the buyer commission. And then, most of the time, we are working on the transaction. Most of the time, we're the only broker working on the transaction, but nonetheless, you can put the fee into SkySlope as part buyer and part seller. And that's usually how it works. And Bola, it was Kathy Blue Jacket. Okay, so yeah, reach out to Kathy Blue Jacket. She's done a number of business sales in Colorado.
The business opportunity side?
Yes.
Okay. And maybe I will search in Kathy Blue Jacket.
Yes.
Like Blue Jacket, right? Okay, that's an interesting name.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Bola, this is Erica Ciate in Montana. I think really you sound like you belong over with us at EXP Commercial, doing commercial and business brokering, maybe both, maybe you. But having been in Montana, there's not a lot of business brokers in Colorado at EXP Commercial, so we could really use you down there in Denver. I mean, that's a wonderful market.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, I have some restaurant, and I mean these are profitable, right? Not I mean, and some liquor store. They're reaching out to like, hey, I know you are in the business world. Can you help me sell? And it's like I was like, no, I'm on the realty side, and my license, I'm not really. I mean, I can't really sell or list your business. I mean, I have connection, but need someone to work with. But for the time being, I would prefer to stay on realty side, because I wish if we could do both.
Yeah, I don't think, well, some states don't allow your license to be hung with more than one brokerage firm at a time. And because EXP Realty and EXP Commercial are technically two different firms, I mean, they're all under EXP World Holdings or whatever, but they're technically they're two different companies. And so because of that, I think there are many states where, if you, like in California, if you have a broker's license, then you can associate with more than one company, but not all states allow you to do that. And if you have a salesperson license, it can only be hung with one broker. So that's California law. I don't know, Pam, do you know what it is in Georgia? You're muted.
It is the same. You can only work up under one broker.
But if you are a broker, can you associate with more than one company?
You can. Another one. Now, someone told me that, and they said they checked it out. I thought it was, even if you were participating in another state and you had your real estate license in another state, let's say Florida and Georgia, you could have two separate brokers.
Yeah.
My understanding for EXP is they don't allow you to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I do know I've talked to some people that work in teams, and so and usually it's like a husband and wife where her broker's her license is hung with EXP Realty and his license is hung with commercial, and then their team does everything. So I think there's ways of doing things. You just have to partner up with people and then figure out a structure and make sure that you read your independent contractor agreement so you know what you can and can't do. I've talked to people who said, oh, well, I'm with EXP Realty, so I'll do business brokerage outside of EXP Realty. But the problem is that, the independent contractor agreement, or I don't know whether it's the ICA or their handbook or whatever, expressly says you cannot sell businesses. And so it's just, you can do it until somebody catches on. and then you have to determine if it's worth it. And I just say it's, you're better off just referring things out, because you've got 90,000 people across the country that you can work with. So it's probably just best to focus. If you're in realty and that's your focus, then focus on that and partner with somebody else to handle the commercial and the business brokerage. And if you're finding that you're doing a lot of commercial and a lot of business brokerage, or you have a lot of those opportunities coming your way, then I agree with Erica. You probably want to consider moving your license, because it goes back to, what do you enjoy doing too? What do you want to do? What do you enjoy doing? Do what makes you happy, right? All right, so
Thank you.
yeah, thanks, Bola.